If you are looking for the best gaming mouses, you are in the right place. We have tried to include in-depth information on gaming mouses in our video, which will be enough to fulfill all of your needs. All of them are maintaining their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturer, and real customer feedback. If you want to buy a gaming mouses, we think this list will be very worthy to you. Now, let's get started with the video. At the first position of our list, the best wireless gaming mouse for most is the Razer DeathAdder V2 Pro. It takes the popular and accessible shape of the wired Razer DeathAdder V2 and cuts the cord without cutting performance. With a 2.4 GHz USB dongle using Razer's hyperspeed technology, gaming performance proved on par with the mouse's wired alternative. The DeathAdder V2 Pro uses Razer's most advanced optical sensor, which excels in gaming even at high DPI settings. In addition, dual sensitivity buttons help with on-the-fly adjustments. Meanwhile, the left and right click buttons mechanical optical switches can be divisive, especially for those who like the feel of tactile mechanical switches. But we didn't suffer any misclicks. The DeathAdder V2 Pro does face some stiff competition, especially considering its hefty $130 MSRP, although it's sometimes on sale for around $120. For example, you can currently find the Logitech G703 Lightspeed for $64. And if you're willing to go over $100, there are other premium cable-free gaming mice to consider, like the Razer Basilisk Ultimate and Logitech G502 Lightspeed mice listed on this page. But for a wireless gaming mouse that gets down to business without the fuss and extra features, the DeathAdder V2 Pro is top of the line. For more wireless mice recommendations, including for productivity, check out our best wireless mouse roundup. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Logitech G502 Lightspeed, a lighter and wireless version of the popular Logitech G502 Hero. The Logitech G502 Lightspeed is a fantastic weapon for your arsenal if you can stomach the price tag. With premium features like 6 additional weights, 2 forward ones and 4 tube ones for customizing the mouse's feel, the G502 Lightspeed starts earning your investment. With Logitech's high DPI and power-efficient Hero sensor and an ample number of programmable buttons, the G502 Lightspeed is fit for any gaming genre. Its shape is familiar and comfortable, crafted in first-person shooter style. When you can't risk a wireless connection, the G502 Lightspeed also comes with a reliable cable. In addition to connecting to your PC with a wireless dongle, you can make it so you never have to connect the G502 Lightspeed to a cable at all, not even for charging. With the Logitech G PowerPlay wireless charging mouse pad, the mouse is always charged as long as the pad is plugged into a USB port. Sadly, the mouse pad takes away the ability to use either of the G502 Lightspeed's forward weights and is currently $120. If you'd like a mouse that can charge wirelessly with a broader variety of mouse pads and more, consider charging mice like the Corsair RGB Pro SE. The number 3 position is held by Razer DeathAdder V2 Pro. We have Razer Basilisk V3. The Razer Basilisk V3 is the best gaming mouse to hit our lab. It's 9/13 if you include all the scroll wheel inputs, programmable buttons, well-crafted shape, and premium textured finish make it versatile across gaming genres and even productivity workloads. While it's on the heavier side compared to honeycomb-style mice for FPS games, PTFE feet help it glide easily, and a dedicated sniper button is easy to reach and drops the PI instantly for headshots. Customization options abound, from the 11 individual RGB zones to the aforementioned buttons. Each button can also have a secondary function when using Hypershift. The Basilisk V3 is also unique in its scroll wheel's ability to swap from a tactile to smooth, free scroll at the tap of a button, or based on how you flick it. However, that does mean that the wheel can sound rattly and is particularly noisy when switching modes. It can also wobble when shifting side to side aggressively. The Razer DeathAdder V2 is a worthy, simpler alternative if you don't need that much programmability. But the Basilisk V3 earned our Editor's Choice Award with its advanced feature set, build, and customization options. Next at number 4, we have Corsair Katar Pro XD. If you want a well-spec'd, comfortable gaming mouse at an affordable price, the Corsair Katar Pro XD is the best gaming mouse for you. At just 2.68 ounces, this lightweight mouse is excellent for long gaming sessions and is quickly adjustable. It's a bit low profile but has a nice, ambidextrous-shaped shell that doesn't feel cheap, despite this being a budget mouse. Targeting FPS and mobile players, Corsair's mouse glides easily without cable drag thanks to PTFE feet and a paracord USB type of tether. Speaking of the tether, the wireless version of this mouse, the Corsair Katar Pro Wireless, can be found for slightly more, if not on sale, for the same price as this wired version, so that's worth considering. And if you're after the lightest mouse, something with a honeycomb shell, like the glorious mice on this page, save more weight. The Katar Pro XD isn't the flashiest or most unique mouse out there, but will make a reliable gaming companion. Number 5 position is held by glorious Model D. If you're an FPS gamer, a lightweight mouse can really elevate your experience, making you never want to go back to a normal mouse again. The glorious Model D, available here for $50 or at Micro Center, is the best gaming mouse for FPS titles because of its lightweight of just 2.15 ounces and comfortable shape that'll fit righties with a palm or claw grip, as well as smaller hands. Glorious Model D is an exceptional example of the honeycomb-style mouse we've seen more of lately. If you can deal with the questionable glorious branding, you get a mouse that's easy to push and glides nearly effortlessly on its high-quality PTFE feet. If you want something that's more ambidextrous, the HK Gaming Mira M or Glorious Model O, also on this page, may be better fits. But for a premium mouse that can help change the way you play, the Model D isn't a plus choice. Oh, and if you're worried about keeping it clean or working with all those holes, see what Glorious CEO Shazam Mohammed told us about that. The number 6 position is dominated by Cooler Master MM720. The Cooler Master MM720 has the makings of a fan favorite, thanks to heritage connecting it to Cooler Master's spun mouse. Moving to an ultra-lightweight honeycomb shell, powerful specs, and of course, RGB, the MM720 proves to be one of the best gaming mouse options for FPS games. Cooler Master's MM720 is one of the lightest mice on this page. Pure PTFE feet help keep movements extra smooth, and a groove for the ring finger provides extra comfort for long gaming sessions. Unfortunately, the MM720's braided cable started kinking on us during the testing process, drawing a bit of concern about long-term durability. But the mouse begins making up for it with a well-placed, reliable sensor and responsive left and right-click buttons. On the other hand, the MM720 side buttons, while seemingly well-made, make grips besides palm more inaccessible. But if you're a palm gripper seeking an ergonomic mouse that's easy to fling around, this is a good choice. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Corsair Ironclaw RGB. The Corsair Ironclaw RGB wireless pointer, also available in wired form, is the best gaming mouse featuring wide grips for those with big hands. It's the thickest mouse here, measuring 3 inches, 77 at its widest point. It's so incredibly comfortable for right-handed palm grips that we've nicknamed it Palm Hugger. This mouse's optical Pixart PMW3391 sensor boasts a high DPI of 18,000 and also has one of the highest IPS ratings at around 450. These are high-end specs, but unless you're a competitive gamer, you may not notice a significant improvement over rivals. At 4.59 ounces, this isn't a lightweight clicker, and FPS gamers may struggle with other design choices here, like the button layout. Still, when gaming with the Ironclaw RGB wireless, the action was smooth, and despite its wireless configuration, we didn't notice any latency. The number 8 position is held by Razer Basilisk Ultimate. The Razer Basilisk Ultimate is an incredibly adept wireless mouse featuring Razer's latest sensor, the Focus Plus Optical. This semi-intelligent sensor packs in some incredible stats, with a max DPI rating of 20,000 and an IPS rating of 650. And it's also capable of withstanding upwards of 50 G worth of acceleration before losing track. Combine that with an impressive ergonomic design, and the Basilisk Ultimate is a killer wireless pointer. Although there are similarities to Logitech's excellent G502 Lightspeed wireless mouse, the Basilisk Ultimate brings many improvements over the competition. You can control the scroll wheel resistance. For example, the sensor is arguably more accurate and the materials are substantially better. Plus, the Basilisk Ultimate is lighter than rivals like the G502, and Razer's Synapse software suite runs rings around Logitech's G-Hub. The Basilisk Ultimate is not without flaws though. Its sensitivity clutch button is a little far forward for smaller hands, and the optical buttons feel less tactile than their mechanical brethren. If you like what this mouse has to offer so far, accept the price. Razer has a similar but cheaper mouse in this family, the Razer Basilisk X Hyperspeed. For more wireless mice recommendations, check out our best wireless mouse roundup. Next at number 9, we have Razer Naga Trinity. When seeking the best gaming mouse for MMO games, versatility is critical. The more buttons you have, the more you can allocate to macros, push-to-talk keys for Discord, and other vital actions. The problem with big MMO mice is that they often feature one very specific way of gripping, with a grid of keys littered on the left-hand side. And that's about it. Razer looks to change that with the Naga Trinity, which gives you 3 different left-hand grips to choose. You get a simple numpad, complete with 12 switches, a circular button pad, complete with 7 switches dotted around it, and your standard 2-button affair. On top of that, you also get the same Pix art sensor as found in the DeathAdder Elite, a nice helping of RGB, and an ergonomic pinky rest too. Sure, it's the heaviest of our mice on this list, but for MMO and all those key bindings, it's a great choice. Prefer to get your MMO on wirelessly? See our Razer Naga Pro review, which covers this mouse's wireless version. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by glorious Modelo. The glorious Modelo saves weight with its hole-filled chassis. Unlike the other glorious mouse on this page, which has an ambidextrous design, the Modelo is tiny and lightweight. That makes it a great fit for claw or even fingertip grips, especially for Twitch-heavy games. Of course, the Modelo and Model D on this page will feel right too. The price isn't bad either. You can find the Model O on Glorious website and sometimes at Micro Center for $50. The Model O doesn't carry the most outrageous specs, but the honeycomb-style mouse feels great in the hands while gaming, providing reliable, responsive control. Although rivals outshine its specs, the Model O felt sports-ready in-game. That includes well-tracked flicks and smooth response from the lowest to highest DPI settings. We wish it was easier to toggle through the Model OS CPI settings, and the mouse's ultra-flexible cable can look messy due to its loose covering. But the Model O still has a lot to offer. For an alternate ambidextrous mouse with a honeycomb shell but a different look, see our HK Gaming Mirror AM review. That's all for today. All the product links in the description down below. We upload videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for the upcoming video notification.